probably one of the most difficult and most highly used words, and that's why it's focused upon, of course, is the word loaʻa. And this has to do with the misunderstanding or not clearly understanding that in Hawaiian language, it is a non-agentive, meaning that it is not so much an action, but a result, as we call a hopena. So we translate the word in English, for example, I found the letter. We have to realize in English, they have a very agentive or very action-oriented way of framing the idea that I found. Versus in Hawaiian, it's not that there was any kind of purpose in finding, perhaps there could have been, but the main idea, in fact, is that the letter was found. And in Hawaiian, again, this is where we have the biggest difference from English, is that when we translate anything to do with loaʻa, we must always remember that it is not agentive, that in fact it is a hopena. So let's look at more examples of that as let me erase this first. That to break down what is common, ikiloa, of course, is that as we see here, as a painu, it can take all the maka painu, ua loaʻa, e loana, e loaʻa. But when we notice what we call the piko, what is gotten is always the piko. What is gotten, what is found, what is received, what has been transferred, obtained, and then by whom. And just like in other pepeke painu, it can be reversed, right? A'ole is always a po'o again, and then second po'o, and then the lave. So when we think about the sentence structure, remember the word loaʻa as a hopena is the result that something means that something has been obtained, something has been gotten, something has been found, received. Whatever that's received is always the piko. Not by whom, because the by whom or the receiver is always marked with the i or ya. And so you think of, by whom? Who is the receiver? Who finds something? Who obtains something? Is always marked with the i or ya. So examples, of course. Loaʻa kapuke. The book is found. The book has been obtained. The book has been received. The book has been gotten. And the question by whom? Ya keola. Now in Hawaiian, again, the focus is the book. The book has been gotten by keola. But we got to remember in English, and this is where the confusion, in English, they would say this in an agentive form, which would probably be the idea of something like keola received the book. Keola got the book. Keola found the book. But we never translate again the idea that keola found the book, but in fact, that the book has been found. Loaʻa kapuke, ya keola. So let's look at the whiteboard. And some examples again. So if we take something again in English, maybe she got the the money. So this is general English. She got the money, she received the money, she found the money, she obtained the money. Again, in a very agentive, or in a very action-oriented statement. But in Hawaiian, this is where we gotta understand in Hawaiian. Anytime we're gonna translate the idea, she got the money, she found the money, she received the money, she obtained the money, is that we gotta remember, what has been gotten. And in fact, in Hawaiian thinking, it's the money was gotten, was found, was received, was be attained. By whom? By her, or to her. And this is where it starts. This is what we really got to understand in Hawaiian, what is being said. Yeah. Is that it's not so much the her that's focused on, but it's the money that's focused on. And that, of course, becomes a piko. So in Hawaiian, loaʻa ke kala, by her or to her, iaia, or commonly also, we can move iaia up front, loaʻa iaia ke kala, loaʻa ke kala. Now, and what is this focusing upon? In fact, the money has been obtained, has been gotten, has been found, has been received. It's not focusing upon the whom. Again, to remember, loaʻa is always an ano. Loaʻa is always a condition. It's a state of being. In English, however, many times it's spoken in a agentive form or has been restated in a passive form. So let's kind of let me do another example. They obtained the books. Sorry, they obtained the books, plural. And again, we always think of the question, and I always say, always think about what happened. What happened? What was gotten? That will always be your piko. Loaʻa. Now, if I were to make this negative, again, ʻaʻole I loaʻa. What has been found? Na puke. And then by whom? Ialawa. And we all know pronouns also can move up commonly. Yeah. Oloa, ialawa, na puke. So, the steps to translate loaʻa is always to remember it's not the by whom, but it's always focusing on the what. What has been obtained? What has been gotten? Okay, let's try some other whens, in fact, with loaʻa. And if I put in a generic when, yeah, when Keola found the cat. Yeah, when Keola found the cat. Automatic. Anytime we're using the words again, found, obtained, received, gotten, we have to reframe it in a Hawaiian way of thinking. Always reframe it in a Hawaiian way of thinking, which of course will be when the cat was found. When the cat, again, what was found? When the cat was found by Keola. So when the cat, so we notice quickly, yeah, we're focusing on the obtaining of the cat. So if we're going to do a regular ki'a with, yeah, for example, I kaloa'a ana, the receiving or the getting or the founding or the obtaining of what? Of the cat, ukapopoki. And then, yakiolo. Again, because what is found? Okay, not a common mistake. This is the common mistake. This is the common mistake. Mark this out here. Is that many people, again, thinking in an agentive way, may say something, kaloa ana, o Keola, ikapopoki. This is a common mistake, right? Thinking that Keola is who's doing the obtaining, but in fact, in this statement, it actually means when Keola was obtained, yeah? When Keola was obtained by the cat. And again, when we think of, let me put this on here, what is gotten, we always have to remember that, in fact, is the piko. Let's try a couple of more examples. So another way. I mean, even if I have something like, you know, when you obtain the food. Yeah, when you obtain the food, we always have to remember what is obtained is actually the food. So whether I say as a ki'a, ka loaʻa ana. O ka mea ai, again, because that's what's gotten. Yaʻoi. I might even use the when painu. Yeah, of course you can realize cannot be yaʻoi. Let me erase this, sorry. But again, what is obtained? I ka mea ai. Oh, sorry. I ka mea ai. Obtained. Or aid will be obtained, yeah. Oh. Elo ai. Yeah, yaʻoi. I might even do it as a kahulu pepeke. I ka wā. Yeah. Elo ai. Ka mea ai. Yaʻoi. But as you can see, it doesn't matter which when you use, whether it's a ki'a, whether it's a when paino, or it's a kahulu pepeke, it always focuses on the idea. It's still the food that is, or that shall or would be gotten. Yeah. And so the key in translating from English to Hawaiian specifically is to always try to think in Hawaiian. And it starts here. Not when you obtain the food, but again when the food is obtained to you. And that is, that is the key. Let's try one more example. And just to review, if we use loaʻa, what is focused upon again is what is obtained. That is going to be the piko, the what. What is found, what is gotten, what is received. And then to whom it's received, is always marked with a i or ya. And of course, this is the who. By whom? Who is the receiver? Who is the obtainer? Yeah, who got something? Now, the big thing to remember about loaʻa also is that, a common misuse of the word is that they use loaʻa commonly just for every type of possession. And although it's highly used that way, we should always try to remember that loaʻa really focuses upon the idea something had been gotten, found, received. So if I'm going to just say something, I have a car, a common mistake, in fact, using loaʻa is someone might say something like loaʻa ke kahi kaʻa. Okay, sorry, I gotta erase this. Actually, let me just kind of pinch it here. Ke kahi kaʻa ia'u. Now, I don't want to say it's wrong, but I will say, because it's heard a lot today, but what I would say, in fact, is that it's not really correct. That in fact, when you say loaʻa ke kahi kaʻa, what it really means is a certain car has been found or obtained by me. Now, if you look at the English, I have a car. This is just a generic, a car belongs to who? Belongs to me. So you notice, yeah? It's actually just a basic he kaʻa koʻu. And this is really the correct. Yeah, so it's not just about grammatically, that this is the piko, the what, by whom, but it's also to remember that we really just use loaʻa, or we should use loaʻa, anytime we're talking about something has been received or gotten or transferred or obtained. But just a generic, possession, of something like, I have 6 cats. I have 6 cats, and you might hear somebody say, loa ia'u eono popoki. And really what it means is not really I have 6 cats, but then I received 6 cats. I found 6 cats. So 6 cats were somehow transferred to me. So let's just also pay attention that, loaʻa should not be for all possessions, but it's for specific possessions that has to do with something being transferred, something being obtained, something being gotten, something being found. Yeah. And secondly, because it is a VS, you should never say things like na'u I loaʻa, because again, loaʻa is not an action verb. Yeah, we use kalele akena only for actions, which is another common mistake that you hear. But with that, again, in using loaʻa, always remember the idea is that what is gotten is a piko, and in tuhu is always an avi, which means it's always marked. Mahalo.